Hello, my name is Reza Janati, and I'm from the Coding Dojo class that started on February 17th. And this is my Green Belt exam, option C. And here's the first page. I have Welcome Teacher, like we were supposed to do, and I have a drop-down menu where I can select the name of the student in which I want to see their records. So let's start with Robert Billingsley, and I'll show his exams. Here I have a table that is populated from the database with all the elements necessary. That works. So if I wanted to choose a different student, I can just select that different student. If I wanted to do Paula, I can select Paula. James Franco was in my class, so let's see what he did. Cool, that works. So now if I wanted to add a record to Robert Billingsley's exam records, it takes me to my record page, which displays the proper URL as requested. So Robert Billingsley was in a class called Trigonometry, and he did okay, so he got a 90. Well done. So if I wanted to add the record, it adds the record into the database, and if I want to go back to my original page, I just hit my summary link. Now if I want to show the trigonometry was added to my database, I can show that. But say I made a mistake and I wanted to take trigonometry out, I just simply hit the delete link, and when I show his exam record again, it's been removed. Cool. I added this extra function to put the name of the person who we are viewing the records from into my header so that we can always tell whose records we're looking at. And here is the code for that. Here's where I can retrieve the students from the database to populate the pull-down menu. And when I select something, it goes back to the process page, and it triggers my get records function like this. And so now that we're here, I set all the data from the query into these session variables, and then it redirects me back to the index page. And now that I'm in the index page, and if session is set, if the variable is set, then I will pull out the names inside of there to populate that menu. Once I do that, I can display the database in a table via this for each loop here, and that's how I can populate my table with the necessary information that was wrapped up in my session records variable. I also have an unset session so that every time I go back and forth between students, it changes, so it's not just completely staying on the same one all the time. And then in here is my delete link, and the link goes to the process page, and it takes with it the ID of the exam I want to delete. And then I go back to my process page, and here is my trigger for the function. So I use the get action so that I can make sure that when get action is set and get action equals delete, it triggers the delete record, which is right here. This is my function query for that. And then it bounces me back to the location page again, index. So when I want to add a record, inside my form right here, I have another link, an A tag, and it lets me bounce back to the add record page, and it takes with it the ID of the person that I'm with, that I'm looking at. Once I go to the add record page, this is my code for the add record page, I have a select statement here, which allows me to choose the grade. I also have an input box where it allows me to choose the to write in the subject. I have another box to write in the notes, and then once I submit the add record, it bounces me back to my process page. Once I'm in the process page, here's my trigger for the add record, and then here is my function for add record. I included a conditional so that if the grade is less than 75, the variable status is having a value of fail, and if it's anything else, it will have the status of pass, and then that is then inserted into the database via my query right here. So everything works, and I enjoy being at Coding Dojo. Thank you for your time.